No, hang on.
Say
right.
happy birthday.
No, I was going to say happy Monday. Then I suddenly thought, Becky, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday. We've had a bank holiday weekend. I'm confused this week. Anyway, welcome back to the latest edition of the Laura and Becky Show. We were on the radio. We got sacked. You know the story. We flew to Mallorca. We got drunk and we decided to start this podcast.
We are now sponsored by RedBrik Estate Agents, the Casa Hotel Group and East Midlands Airport, which we want to say a big congrats to because I heard them on LBC this morning.
That is exciting. Yeah. What were they saying, Laura?
Well, they were talking about the list of the worst delays from an airport in the UK has been announced. I think the worst, was it Gatwick? I can't remember. Anyway, Gatwick and some others. East Mids, number 1.
So basically, East Mids, it has the least delays.
Yes, that's it.
That's what we're trying to say, guys. Yeah, it almost sounded then like we were saying it's the worst airport.
No, it's not. I promise. It's the best airport. On average, 13-minute delays. 13 minutes is nothing, is it?
That is good. I mean, as if wasn't enough of a reason to fly from East Mid. This is another reason.
Maybe it's down to us a little bit because we're in that control tower. We know how it works. Maybe we're giving them some positive vibes. They're getting them planes up in the air as quick as you like.
It's all down to us. I mean, we'll take it, won't we? Need to say hello to somebody as well. This is quite it's bad, but it's good if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So Rich, who's one of our little ferals and one of our OGs, he had a car accident yesterday.
He didn't.
He did.
Is he
yes.
all right?
He's absolutely fine, but it was a bit scary, I think.
Right.
No injuries. I think he's got a bit of a sore neck, he said.
Oh dear.
But just wanted to wish him well and say that we're thinking of him because he's one of our ferals. He's part of the feral family.
Yeah, I hope you're okay, Rich. I thought you were going to be like, when he was driving, he had our podcast on, he was laughing so much, drove into a wall.
It made him crash.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't us.
Glad it's not our fault.
Yeah, whew, I know.
Oh, Rich, get better soon with that old whiplash.
I know.
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Do you remember when that was all the rage? You always tried to get a claim for whiplash. It went through a real spate of that happening.
I've got a quick story. I kid you not. I was in a traffic jam, 5-mile traffic jam. We were going at snail's pace, right? Me and my car, I hate being stuck in a traffic jam. It really irritates me. I was on a dual carriageway. I happened to look to my right. I can't remember what I was looking at. And I bumped the car in front of me because I didn't press my brake. I mean, when I say bumped, it was like that.
Yeah.
Right? The guy got out and he was did you just hit me? And I was like, I don't know, actually. There was minimal damage, a little, nothing.
Yeah.
He claimed from me, he got $6,000 from whiplash.
Stop it.
Is he having a laugh?
I'm sorry, but mate, come on.
Honestly.
My neck. Yeah. Oh, God.
He got out of the car and went, did you hit me? So I felt like being well...
Yeah, have you got
have
whiplash?
You then gone off
then?
and gone, oh, my neck? Yeah, $6,000.
That was a thing though, wasn't it? You could just get it easily. I had it the other way around. So I was also in traffic once.
Yeah.
And going at a snail's pace, exactly the same as you. But I was the person who got hit. So there was a lady behind me. She didn't just hit me once, mate.
Oh, did she? She rammed you twice, did she?
She went into me once and I thought, oh, God. And it was a bit of it. Wasn't anything really bad, but it was I felt that sort of thing. Then she came back for a second time, went into me again. I was like, bloody hell, love, give me a break. Anyway.
Why did she do it twice?
Well, bless her heart. She was in a bit of a state. I think she was on her way back from a funeral and she was in a right old state, bless her. I didn't claim for whiplash for that. Maybe I should have done. But I didn't.
Terrible. That's why insurance prices are so high.
Yeah, people like your guy, Mr. Whiplash.
Yeah, Mr. Bloody Whiplash. He sounds like someone from your dating.
Doesn't he?
Right, now we're on to Mr. Whiplash. I'd like to hear that story. Oh, no, not that.
No, wrong one.
There we go.
Yeah. Do you remember when you went through a real stage of doing that? I think it's when you had coffee in the morning. Laura would just do this. When she'd take a breath into speech, you go... and you couldn't stop doing it. But you stopped for a while, then it's made a return.
I think it's this coffee. I've got a McDonald's coffee.
That's what it is, I think, isn't it? We need to. I don't speak. We need to add something to our list of our things for the fun summer.
Becky's Summer of Fun. We are compiling a list of things you will need to have a summer of fun, and this is This is a simple list, yet effective, I would say.
People are going wild for this list, aren't they? People are loving it.
The only thing we haven't got on this list, which should be top of the list, is a pale rosé.
But I think that's just a given anyway.
Okay,
like we're all about the pale rosé all year long.
That's the year of fun.
That's the
lifetime of fun.
Yeah, that's just us on a standard Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
But this is for this summer.
So special stuff. Okay.
Bacante.
Well, I mean...
Oh, by the way...
Oh, here we go.
I made one at the weekend. It was better.
Mate, you nearly had a heart attack in the night after your picante.
Well, I think that was the tequila.
Right.
But the taste of it, right, it's getting better.
Right.
I'm getting there slowly but surely.
Let's keep picantes on the list. I shouldn't bash it. I do want to taste a proper picante, not made by you.
You need to go out somewhere and have one. Okay,
we'll do that.
So picantes,
yes,
iced vanilla latte with sweet cream foam.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I was going to forget that. Beef hula hoops are a recent addition, the giant ones, which people are loving. And thank you so much to everyone who's been tagging us in pictures of them buying giant beef hula hoops.
If you see beef hula hoops, please tag us in a photo. Please just put if you know, and then tag us because we love it.
We actually do love it, don't we?
Love it.
I was on a train yesterday and the lady sat next to me had a bag of giant beef hula hoops and I sat there going to myself. I thought, she knows.
She's one of us and she doesn't even know it.
She's having a summer of fun.
Right, we've got something else to add to it. So on Sunday, we went for a lovely bottomless brunch at Casa Hotel. If you've not been, you need to go because the food is just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it was so good. And also, actually, a kind of new addition on Sunday, because the weather was nice, the doors at Barca Bar were open onto the terrace. Oh. It felt like we were in Ibiza.
We found a little sun trap, didn't we?
Oh, it was delightful.
And then what we were like, we don't want to go home. It's too sunny because it's so nice on Sunday. So then we went to another pub that we love to frequent in the summer, don't we?
Yeah.
And it was lovely and sunny. Invited my mum and stepdad. They came down and we officially started the Uno playing of the summer.
Now, we have played Uno for a long time. This isn't our first rodeo, guys.
No.
We've been playing Uno for years, actually, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we kind of like forgotten about it. And this was the first one of this year and this summer. And we were like, Uno needs to be added to the list.
You can't beat a game of Uno. Now, what I love about Uno is it's very simple. If you've got little kids, they can join in. The older ones, they can it's a game for all, guys.
It brings the family together.
Doesn't it, though?
Yeah.
And it's quite quick and it's quite fun to play. So we thought we were there. We had such a nice afternoon, didn't we?
It was
we were
lush.
Like, Uno needs to go on the list of the summer of fun.
So there we go, guys. Make a note of that. Add that to your list because Uno's a biggie.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh my God, yeah. And if you've got any suggestions of things we should add to the summer of fun, let us know. DM us on Insta or send us a Gmail. A Gmail? What's the actual... I was trying to think of our email address and I said Gmail is an email.
You remind me of like when my mum talks about the internet. She said to me, in fact, I think it was on that call when we pranked her. She went, have you done your iPod yet? She meant the podcast. Have you done your iPod, your iPad? Oh, what is it called again? Do you mean the podcast, Mum?
Is that because she listens on an iPad?
Mate,
no?
She don't listen. She don't listen. No, I think she just knew it was something poddy.
Anyway, it's thelauraandbeckyshow@gmail.com, okay?
Send us a Gmail, guys.
Okay, so this morning was a big morning for me. Big morning. I went and got a jab.
What sort
I got
of jab?
jabbed. Hay fever.
Did you get it in your bottom?
Right, so I got a story. We've got
a story, guys.
My husband booked it for me and him, okay? And we got to this very nice kind of aesthetic private place and walked in, filled in the forms, and then this woman came and called us in. She went, oh, are you together? And we're like, yeah. And she went, do you want to come in together? And I was like, oh, yeah, let's get an injection together. Why not, right? Which I should have pre-thought and I should have gone, no, you're all right. Send him in first, I'll go in after. Because you know what my husband's like? He says really, really inappropriate things at really inappropriate times, okay? Because he's nervous, yeah?
Oh, no.
So as soon as I sat down, I thought, what the hell have I done? Why have I come in here with him? The doctor, gorgeous for a start. Oh.
Man?
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Single?
I don't know. I
Did
don't
you
I doubt
notice a
it.
ring?
Well, he's a doctor and he's fit. He's not going to be single, is he? I mean, if he is, I bet he's, well, no.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's like, should we start with you, Laura? And I was like, yes. And it's like, are you two together? And I felt like going, no.
Yeah, no.
There's my brother.
Never seen him before in my life.
In fact, who are you? So I started talking him through my medical history, and then I don't know why, bless James, I don't know why he does it. He just starts asking really stupid questions.
Yeah.
And then he went, there are side effects because it's a steroid injection, okay? And then James went, what the side effect of steroids? I was like, we don't need to know.
No, just jab it in.
No, if it was bad, they wouldn't offer the injection, would they? There's side effects if you take anything, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, so God. So this doctor, he goes, I'm glad you've asked. I was like, I'm glad you've asked. Starts reeling off. I mean, mate, I was a bit like, I don't know if I want this done. He started reeling off these side effects.
What are the side effects?
Well, everything. It affects your whole body.
Oh.
Okay. Although the first thing he said is, you can get euphoria. I was like, right, I'm up for that.
Also mean like you go away feeling good?
Yeah, like, woo.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, James went, cut all this off, this injection. He went, no, not this injection, off steroids. So I was like, Christ, I don't know. Anyway, so he then said, right, Laura, you're going to go first. I was like, brilliant. He said, so this goes in the right buttock. I thought, you know what I feel about injections in the bum? I was like, yes. So I was like,
pulling your trousers down as quick as you could.
Bent over. I was ready. I was like in the downward dog position before you can say hay fever.
Oh my God.
Anyway, and I went, brilliant. And James just looked at me and he was like, I was like, what? I was like, why aren't all injections in your bottom?
Yeah.
I was like, that's the place it should go. I said, are you going to slap it?
You didn't.
And James just went, oh my God. And I was like, that's what they used to do in Tenerife. They used to slap it so you couldn't feel it. And he went, I'm not about to slap your bottom, no. Especially when your husband's here.
You're very disappointed.
Yeah, bants from the doctor.
I love it. Bottom bants.
Anyway, so then James started talking about this. So James takes this like hair thickening stuff.
Right.
So anyway, so he'd put it on his medical history. I don't think James will mind me talking about this. Anyway, tough. He doesn't really listen, so
anyway,
he won't know.
She's knee deep, James.
So he's taking this medication for his hair, to stop it thinning and stuff. And basically, the doctor's like, oh, you're taking blah, 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 blah. And James was like, yeah. And he went, oh, it's down testosterone. And I was like, what are you taking? And he went, oh, it's my hair. And he went, oh, no, that's steroids. It's for your prostate, shrinks your prostate. And James, then James started making jokes about growing hair on his prostate. And
Stop it. In front of the fit doctor.
Oh, God. But he looks at me as he tells the joke. And I'm like, I ain't laughing, love.
Yeah, I'm not in the joke with you.
Talk to the fit doctor and joke with him. Don't bring me into this. I've got my arse cheek out ready for a jab, mate. Honestly,
not the time for banter, James. When your bare bottom's out.
So anyway, the doctor's like, right, Laura, lie down on your left-hand side, and he just pulled my legs down to expose my right butt cheek.
So the whole butt's not out, no?
No, just the right butt cheek.
Right,
and I did want to go give it a quick slap.
I would have paid you.
Go
I would
on.
have paid you.
Give it a quick slap, doctor. But obviously, your husband's in there. He's not going to do it, is he? Well, he wouldn't do it anyway because he's very professional.
As if he'd do it if your husband wasn't there.
I was like, if you're going to pull the curtain round. And he was like, I thought, well, it is James.
It's only your husband there, isn't it?
He won't mind.
He's seen it before.
So anyway, I went, right, you ready? And I thought, God, how big is this injection? I went, yeah, just pop it in. I don't mind. So anyway, I didn't even feel it, mate. I didn't even feel it.
Really?
Got back up. I was like, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Anyway, James's turn to go. And I thought, I don't want to see this. There are
Did
some
he
things...
watch you have the injection?
I don't think so. Because last time James had an injection, he fainted.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, embarrassing. James is a big lad as well. So, if he face plants, doesn't he? You can't catch him.
The building shakes. Yeah. He's down. Man down.
So anyway, bless him, on he gets. He has to undo his belt. So it's a bit awkward. I was like, hang on. You can't just slip the old leggings down. It's like belt unbuckle. And I was like, hang on a second. Anyway, bless him. I said to him, do you feel faint? He was like, no, I'm all right. So the doctor's like, oh, right, okay, you faint when you have injections. He's like, well, I did last time. So anyway, he did it, when James stood up. I went, are you sure you're all right? But I was like, please faint. Please faint. But anyway.
Well, also then he'd be out for a bit.
I know,
the fit doctor. You'd have to have a chat with him while James is on the floor.
Whilst he's out, doctor, what can we do? We've got a spare 5 minutes. I'm only joking, by the way. I love my husband very much. But it was, just in a situation, like all I wanted was a quick jab, bish bosh out. It was just nothing like that.
Yeah, nothing's ever simple, is it, love?
Nothing's ever
But
simple.
fair play to James for not fainting.
Do you know what, though? Fair play to me for getting a hay fever jab. Let's see if this works.
So when does it kick in?
Straight away, mate.
Now?
I am allergy free. And I went, is this for cats and dogs? He went, yeah, not dogs, horses, sorry, because I'm allergic to cats and horses. He went, yeah, it numbs your immune response.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to see how this plays out.
Imagine if I walk through a field of hay and I don't even sneeze.
You sound like Theresa May, ran through the fields of wheat.
Yeah, so let's see, right? If it works, I'll recommend it, yeah? So let's see how I go.
Well, mate, I think people are going to be going for this jab with this doctor, even if it doesn't work. I think you've sold it to people. They'll be queuing up outside. Slap it, slap it. Oh God! I'll get his details as well if that's all right. Yeah, I think I should get this hay fever jab, to be honest with you.
Okay, right. What's going on in the world?
So we've got to talk about this weekend. Obviously, bank holiday weekend, coronation of King Charles. We were all over it, weren't we? I know a lot of people didn't watch it. We were knee deep in it.
Oh, I had my mum and stepdad round, and my mum started crying as soon as he walked in the bloody abbey. She's like, "Oh, it's very emotional, isn't it?" Oh, and she walked out the room.
It made me emotional. As soon as I saw him in the carriage, I got a bit like, "Oh God."
Yeah. I actually loved it. I have to say, I know it's all a bit pompous, and at some point you think this is really necessary, but I kind of like it. I like seeing what they're wearing. I thought Charles fell asleep at one point, which I thought was hilarious.
I do think we do things like that really well. Like it looks, London, even though it was raining obviously on Saturday, and we were all very great, it looked beautiful, didn't it? The whole thing just looked very beautiful.
It was just very well organised, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I read yesterday? Is that in the past 12 months, we have had 3 massive royal family things. So we've had the Queen's Jubilee. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was good.
Amazing. So we had like the concert, and then there was something else that happened the next day. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Queen's Jubilee, which was massive. Then obviously, unfortunately, in September, we had the Queen's death and her funeral, which again was massive.
And very emotional.
And now we've just had a coronation, which again is massive. You very rarely get to see them. Mate, there ain't nothing else we are going to see until either King Charles, God bless him, passes. The next thing will be George getting married. That's the next.
Oh, really?
That is how long we've now got to wait for another big royal
thing.
Yeah. We've had 3 in 12 months. Now we're going to have nothing.
Yeah, we've been spoiled, haven't we? How cute was George, by the way? You know, he had a little role, didn't he, on the day? How cute.
How cute.
Yeah,
he did very well. And Louis.
Oh my God, he
bless that
steals
kid.
the show, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Every single time, his facial expressions.
Can you
and
imagine
he's
if he got to be king? It'd be wild. This country would be wild. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Also, the kids at the concert. So obviously Louis wasn't there, was he? But Charlotte and George were there.
Yeah.
Loved watching them at the concert.
I loved watching them more than I loved watching Katy Perry. Not quite sure what.
Well, both of our daughters said to us, didn't they? They were like, "Oh, she doesn't sound like Katy Perry," and I thought the same thing.
I mean, listen, I'm sure Firework is a hard thing to belt out, isn't it? It's a difficult song, but it is her song, and she did write it.
Yeah.
So,
and she did sound very different, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about Charles and Edward dancing to Lionel Richie?
Just love it.
Edward's not got a bit of rhythm
I
in
don't
him,
think
has
any
he?
of them really have they?
No, Edward definitely was the worst.
Yeah.
I could have watched him all night long.
Oh
doing this,
God,
and I don't mean to do it.
Do, don't you? Oh my God. Also, God, I don't like to be a negative ninny, okay? But we all know how I feel about Harry Barlow. Yeah?
Yeah.
And take that at the end. I don't know.
Why did they get
Where
wheeled
the
out?
hell was Harry Styles? Come on, if we need to be represented.
Yeah.
Take that.
Is that the best we
Really?
can do? There's only 3 of them.
Really?
As well.
It wasn't even take that, it's just take.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Mark Owen. Mark
I don't
Owen.
get it. Like, there's a bang, it never forgets a banging song.
Great song.
But they have, that song's been done to death now.
Yeah, we've had enough
God
of
almighty.
take that.
Yeah.
Mark Owen looked a bit dishevelled That's
They all
the
do.
expression I
They
would
all-
use.
You've got Mark and what's the other one? Howard. He looks a bit
Howard.
dishevelled.
Mark needs a good haircut. That's what he needs.
And you've got Gary just... I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he's a very talented man. I get it, blah, blah, blah. But
Gary's not for you, is he?
it's not for me.
No. Mate. This is a goodie today, isn't it?
Oh, my days.
This is kind of like a continuation. Well, we're giving you a little treat, actually, today, because we shouldn't be doing this on a Tuesday.
We should be saving this till Friday.
Yeah, but we're going to...
But I think this is
today.
going to carry on. So actually, we're just starting this. And by Friday, hopefully, we'll be able to give an update. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were out on Sunday. And whilst we were playing Uno and having a pale rosé, our Gmail...
We got a Gmail, guys. The Gmails were popping off.
It pinged, and I love that noise. When we get a Gmail ping on our app, I'm like, ooh, someone's emailed us. Anyway, yeah. Should I just read it?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I didn't notice that. I was talking to your mum and I just saw your hand like trying to tap on my leg coming towards me. I was like, what? And you went, mate. Yeah, read it.
so following on from Becky's dating drama stories. Hiya, Becky. Stop faffing about with blokes such as Neck, Steak, and especially Gorms like No Name, etc. How about a date with me, Mr Mattress? We could go to the Badger. P.S. The pod is great. You're a funny duo.
So, the title was Blast from the Past, wasn't it,
Yes.
as well? So we don't know who Mr Mattress is, okay? So we were kind of like trying to figure it out because it said Blast from the Past and Mr Mattress. I thought, is there a clue in that? Like, who is Mr Mattress? Do we know somebody who's got something to do with a mattress or a bed or whatever? We couldn't figure it out. But also, this person must have listened to a lot of our podcasts because they mentioned certain things that are in our pods. And from the early days as well, the Badger Pub, that was season 1.
I know. And also the fact they put Blast from the Past makes me think we know them or you know.
or I know them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I emailed back saying, Mr Mattress, many thanks for the email. This is Laura. I need to vet any potential suitors. What would you do on a first date? And then Mr Mattress comes back with, hi Laura, thanks for the reply. No offence intended, but I assume you vetted Neck, Steak and No Name. If so, don't you think it'd be better to let Becky vet her own suitors? Anyway, first date. Well, as mentioned, I was thinking of taking Becky up the Badger. But in hindsight, I doubt that venue would stock any pale rosé. So I'd probably suggest a relaxed lunch somewhere to start. I hope that passes the vetting. Any more questions, fire away.
So Mr Mattress, he knows what we like and what we're about. He knows that we've talked about the Badger Pub, which we still need to go to, by the way. We on season 9, we're going to go to the Badger.
Right.
Pale rosé. And obviously he knows about the, neck and steak and everything. So he's been listening.
So basically, we're trying to figure out who Mr Mattress is.
So do you need to reply today? Where's it been left?
So I then put why you called Mr Mattress. He put, it's a long story. Some years ago, there's a band called Fat Mattress. In fact, we need to Google this. There's a band called Fat Mattress, and my friends gave me the nickname due to an accident I had involving a mattress.
That sounds made up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very good. I quite like the name Mr Mattress, though. It sounds like a Mr Man, doesn't it?
Yeah. So is that the last email?
That's it. So we need to email him back.
No,
with
I'm going to
something.
leave this to you. I'm going to opt out of this one, and you can just speak to Mr Mattress and find out everything.
It's got to be someone we know. But the only thing is, I hope it's someone good. I hope it's not some silly person.
Well, it could be anyone, couldn't it?
I've got my thoughts on who I think it could be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe if you like ex-radio people, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. So what are you gonna put in the reply today?
I want a clue. I'm going to ask for a clue
Yeah.
as to who Mr Mattress is.
Yeah. Let's keep this going for a little bit so that we can. So we don't want to ask him outright who he is. We're assuming it's a he. What if it's a woman?
Well, it's Mr. So I guess it's not Mrs Mattress.
You're
or
right.
maybe is there a Mrs Mattress?
Yeah.
That's
Why don't
right.
you ask that?
Straight away. We need to know if there's a Mrs Mattress.
Yes. I mean, if you guys want Laura to ask Mr Mattress any questions, email them in. Gmail us, guys. Gmail us.
Gmail. Could you imagine if Mr Mattress is your future husband? Imagine if you're going to become Mrs Mattress, Becky Mattress.
Imagine if this is how it all began. How did you meet? Well, he basically stalked me and made me his Mrs Mattress.
Fingers crossed. We'll find out who he is.